Long time ago, a boy named Ibrahim was playing with his friends outside in a small village called Karim, almost 4 miles away from Jerusalem, the capital of Palestine, when suddenly they heard an explosion, but they didn't know what was that sound. They went to the area where the explosion occurred, and they were surprised to see a military tank in front of them, blocking the way. That tank was for the occupation soldiers. What would you think Ibrahim's life will be after hearing the sound? At that time, in 1948, Ibrahim was 8 years old when he and his family started to carry the heavy swag and forced out of their country to any neighboring country because the occupation wanted to take their houses for themselves. They decided to move to Jordan, so they had to walk for more than 4 days to reach Amman, the capital of Jordan. I did a search on Google Maps that showed me there are two routes from Ein Karim to Amman. One of them takes 53 hours by foot and the other takes 46 hours by foot. I would love to know which route they walked through. You will think now that this boy will be depressed for his entire life. You might be even certain of that. But Ibrahim didn't stop dreaming. He continued studying in school in Amman and finished the bachelor's degree in history from one of the best universities in Syria, called the Damascus University. He started to teach history in schools in Amman. After that, he moved to Libya with his wife and lived there for 10 years, also for teaching history in schools there. He wanted to tell every child about his past and the correct history. Ibrahim is my grandfather. He was born in 1940 and passed away in 2017. This person means a lot to me, impacted my life, and I still remember all the conversations we had. He was an adventurous man who likes to challenge himself, from traveling by car to more than 15 countries, all the way to climbing mountains to collect medicinal herbs and seasonal vegetables. He told us, his grandchildren, not to leave our passions. So he narrated about his trip in 1983 when he decided to buy a car by traveling to Germany by plane and going back home by driving the new car he bought. He told us that he took the chance and visited the Netherlands and Belgium, which were on the opposite side of the return route. And when they drove back to Amman, they stayed in all the countries that are in the route, which are Czechia, Hungary, Serbia, Bulgaria, Turkey, and Iraq. It was an adventurous idea, daring him to do as he imagined. We asked him what other countries that he visited. He told us about a road trip in 1985 with his wife and his 6 kids. The trip took 21 days from Amman to reach Greece, going through Syria, then Turkey, then finally Greece. What a nice trip they took to discover the history of each country, especially with the kids. After all these years and the trips he took, he headed for his other passion, hiking. He used to take us on hikes in the mountains during spring collecting herbs. Although he was a gray-haired man, but he was in a good shape because he was caring about his health. One of the unique vegetables that grows in spring called Yacoub in Arabic, and in English it's gandelia. It looks like a ball covered with spikes. If you want to collect it, you have to use a knife and cut it in a specific way to avoid getting hurt. Me and my cousins were going with him to search along the mountains to find Yacoub. After cleaning the Yacoub, he cooked it with meat and ate it with rice. I made a quick search and found 5 advantages to eat Yacoub, such as treating the diseases of liver and working to reduce cholesterol and harmful fats in the blood. After all these adventures, it's time to relax. He bought a laptop and continued reading about history, which was his old passion. I was visiting him 2 or 3 times a week to teach him on how to use Facebook, and he was happy to have it. That boy, who was forced out of his country, lived a rich life full of accomplishments. He never gave up, and we never will.